now you can get that beer at Target through same-day delivery services. Drive Up, order pickup in store, and Shipt at 1,200 Target stores across the country and 600 stores that fulfill via Shipt. So Target is going to fulfill this the same way that you would if you've ordered liquor throughout the pandemic. I mean, you just show up for your normal order pickup, show your barcode. They'll confirm then that you're 21, or when the Shipt delivery driver gets to your house, they'll confirm. And along with your groceries, your clothing, your kids' t-shirts for tie-dye day at daycare, you can now get your bottle of Black Girl Magic Rosé. Chris, I am pretty pumped. What do you think about this?
Is that's your drink, Black Girl Magic Rosé? That's amazing.
It's great.
I
You
didn't
should
know.
try it.
I didn't know there was such a thing. I am a kind of a rosé fan. I am kind of a huge fan of it. I am also a huge fan of this idea. I think this is massive. I give huge kudos to Target for this. I mean, if you think about it comparably, Uber purchased Drizzly not that long ago. Rumored valuation was over $1 billion. So this is minimally $1 billion idea that we are talking about here. And I actually think it's probably, in terms of valuation, much bigger than that comparably, because you look like you have Shipt, so you have those same types of capabilities in terms of same day services, but you also have the network of 2,000 stores that's now available for curbside pickup, which as a startup, Uber, Drizzly, whomever, you can't just stand that up. And that's an important aspect of this when you start talking about convenience, because there's times when you need ice, you need things quickly, and maybe that's when you're going to use this type of service to get those types of products. So I think this is huge. Like I think this is so funny. And I cannot get this vision out of my head because it's $1 billion idea of like Brian Cornell, CEO of Target, with a big B around his neck and a huge gold chain. And he's like pumping
like
iron
rapper
and like
chain.
like a rapper chain in the Target gym. So I don't think people know this, but Brian Cornell works out twice a day in the corporate Target gym. And so I just see him like strutting with all the earnings, with the big gold chain around his head, like pumping some iron, like I just think it's great. Good for him, man. This is a cool move. That'd be a cool video too. I hope Target hears this and maybe shoots that, but they never will.
Oh man, yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, I think the convenience thing is so key, Chris, especially when you think about too, like all of the other things that you're ordering from one spot and from Target. You're not going to like Uber or Instacart and you have to order from a bunch of different stores to have this delivery done. It's one and done. You can get so much at that one-stop shop at Target, and furthers Target as that one-stop shop online and offline, which I think is huge. You know who else likes this idea though?
Oh no, I know where this is
going.
A&M.
And they're going to put you on the spot right off the bat here. So Chris, obviously great move, great digital results, but A&M wants you to tell them if having such a deep dependencies on stores for fulfillment is going to create a risk to the Target customer who's shopping in store with all these like third party and even the Target pickers interfering with that customer experience. Do you think that they should be thinking about other fulfillment models that kind of lessen that store pick dependency?
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. That's a good question. That's a really great. These guys are so good at doing kind of the offshoot question on the topic. I mean, I think I would say I wouldn't be worried about store fulfillment. Number one, I do think they need to be exploring different options for that. So like long term, if you're having third party pickers coming into your store, that's going to be problematic because the store shelves will get crowded. That'll hurt your current shoppers, and also it's kind of more expensive. So I think no, you have to look at more models though in terms of how to use that inventory more efficiently, get a higher return on investment. I mean, that's why we've partnered with Takeoff, a micro fulfillment company, for so long. The idea there is put automation or process efficiencies in the back room to pick and pack out of the back. So you're not needing those third-party pickers to come in and do that work. They can just pick up the goods curbside or some location. And then the good news is the stores are closer from a last mile standpoint. And so I think the other thing you're seeing with Target too is like they're doing the sortation center work. They just announced in their earnings report too that they're going to open 5 more of those. They're actually going to be smaller, they said in the report, than their typical store. So those are going to be in pretty good locations. And they've already said Shipt drivers can go to those. So I think you see Target already moving in that direction where they're not going to necessarily have the drivers do the pick and pack. They're going to have the drivers do the pickup and the last mile delivery. So I think it's incredibly smart, and you continue to just build out the network across the store base and with any other complementary type warehousing that you're going to need to make that happen. So it's a great question, but I actually don't worry about it at all. I think it's actually a benefit that more and more people need to exploit.
Yeah, short-term problem, but something that can be solved with the right mix of technology. And look what they've done in the last year and a half, getting to this point with Drive Up and order pickup and curbside and things like that.
Target seems far afield of that relative to other people for sure.